I'm not feeling welcome. That's when I understood that Orugo and Benga move out of this place. I'm around you and I'm feeling drained. If your growth is now feeling like a bad thing to them, because what is that? Is that one witchcraft? The friendship is now causing more anxiety than joy. Go. That people normally do say new year, new me. When I start saying I'm cutting people off. See, you don't have to wait for new year to cut people off. This person felt like one of my safe people. So, and then all of a sudden, he started feeling weird.
Hey babe, you're my wave, you're the sunshine in my day. It's a vibe, baby. It's a vibe.
Are we still aligned? Am I just holding on to history? Is this person still my friend? These are like some of the questions that you ask yourself. One thing about friendship is that you grow, you transition, you're getting a new job, you are either moving to another location, right? You're relocating. Now, there's this thing that we forget. When we're growing up, friends were delivered to us like easily. They come to you in form of classmates. They come to you in form of maybe if you go to church as your someone that you see in church or someone that you play around with around your street. Do you understand? And when you are now finally an adult, it's a different ballgame. Hey babe, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hi, it's Jane. I am a self-care and lifestyle creator currently in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Please don't make it your last. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you're returning babe, hey babe, how are you doing? You're welcome to another episode of Becoming Self-Aware in your 20s. In this video or in this series, we talk about how to learn, unlearn, and become a better version of yourself. The first thing we're going to talk about is the signs that you're outgrowing that friendship. Number one is that you are not receiving, you're just the giver. When I say give, I'm not talking about material things. Let's say you're someone on the other end that's always calling, always texting, and this other person is not returning it back because they are busy or they have something that they are doing. And there's one thing about like growth. Growth is not personal. The problem is when it is one-sided. That is the problem. Like I am not saying that we shouldn't grow or you shouldn't grow, but the fact that this person is not putting in the same energy as you are, that's when you understand that this is a time for you to understand that you are outgrowing this person or they are outgrowing you. Now, when you're having conversation with this person, it's like on a surface level, like feels like my back, like it's like you're on a surface level. The conversation is just there, like there's no deep connection when you're having a conversation with someone. Like for me, if I'm having a conversation with you and I call you my friend, and it feels like I'm just talking. That's the same way of you just giving and not receiving. I'm just talking every time I'm going through something. I'll call you. I'll tell you how I feel because I feel like oh this person is my friend. But you are never calling me to tell me how you're feeling. You're never like calling to even tell me I'm going through this thing. I understand that there are some people that when they are going through a certain kind of thing, they want to like take it in and be in their vibe, right? But still, you should actually be able to like have a proper conversation or a communication with someone that you call your friend. So that's another sign to know that you're outgrowing this friendship. When you're done having a conversation with this person, even if you guys have conversation, you are actually feeling drained every time you leave this person, you feel anxious. This is something that I started checking for. I think as of I started last year. If I'm around you, or if I go to a particular party or a place, and I don't feel like recharged, I don't feel like there is certain way you will know, you will just know, right? So you start feeling anxious, you start feeling drained, or you feel like this person is judging you. Like there's this look. People don't know that they do it and I tell people that I hardly judge people, but I feel like sometimes unconsciously you do it, but yeah, like we just judge you. Now you no longer share the same values, you don't share the same energy. Like there are certain things that this person stands for that you don't stand for anymore. You should understand that you're already outgrowing this person. Obviously, you don't have to explain. Let's use lifestyle for example. I love traveling, I love reading books, I love healthy living, right? And this person likes clubbing, this person likes spending on impulse, and whereas I'm trying to like live a financial healthy life or be in my financial freedom era, right? You get like two of you have different lifestyles, two of you have share different values. So you should understand that you are growing this person. Now, these people dismiss your growth or they make you feel too much. Now, let me tell you something. Even down to like, I know we're talking about friendship. Now, let's talk about even romantic relationship. If you're dating someone and this person feels like you're too much, then you shouldn't even be there. I cannot be friends with you and you feel like I am being too much. Jane is being too loud. Jane is overdoing it. Like I was trying to explain to someone recently that, oh, that this thing that I normally do. I think the person said something about my voice in one of my videos where I edit, and I was like, I just remember that Tamco video that said, if you that she's going to use you as an example, something in one of our YouTube videos. Yeah. So I was saying that I was like, oh, your voice don't sound as your voice. I was like, I've really worked on my voice because before now, I might be gisting with you and you'll be hearing me like in a very far place. And the person was like, that's in the past that you should move on. So I don't know what the person was trying to explain, but I feel like I was like, this is my growth, right? And I'm going to talk about it. I'm just trying to tell you about my how far I have come. He was like, no, you need to let go of it. And one thing about me is that I will always take like advice from things. I hardly take offenses when you like try to advise me. Even today when I was journaling, I told myself, oh, I'm going to focus on like right now. I really need to work. Like I just told myself, oh, I'm going to work on becoming more soft spoken than I was before. Even my dad was telling the other day, he was like, oh, you really worked on how you actually speak and how loud your voice was or how it was before. You get, yeah. So when you know that you're friends with this person and they always dismiss your growth or they make you feel like you're doing too much, that's not your tribe. That's not your friend anymore. It's painful, it's sad, but yeah, you guys have outgrown each other. Hmm. If you're getting to this point that you haven't subscribed, hey babe, you should subscribe, share this video to someone, like, leave a comment. I would like to hear your story. How do you know that you've outgrown somebody? I'm going to tell you my story. My babes, I felt like the mic wasn't on, it was blinking. So you're going to tell me your story first while, yeah, in the comments. I'm going to tell you my story in between. So the next thing we're going to talk about is when you should know that you're going to hold on. Now you're going to have a conversation with this person and you guys agree that, oh, we're ready to grow or we're ready to work on this. Then you can hold on. Communication, Abi. It's not just communication, understanding comprehension of whatever you have talked like or I don't talk about or you're spoken about. You should understand that there should be a mutual respect. Like this person respects you even when there is conflict or problem. Like that is one thing I really respect about some people. Like me, I can just be sweet and calm and following you up and down and be doing. But when like there are times when I know that I will do what I will do. You'll be surprised, be shocked, like So it gets to the point where I feel like I need people that just see that this Jane, whatever Jane is doing right now, they still try to understand me, and even in that conflict, we still try to like make it work. So you have to understand that even in that conflict, there is mutual respect. Like even in that problem or that misunderstanding, both of you understand yourself, and there is respect. There is no insult or disrespect in between. If you know that this friendship still feels safe, it still feels nourishing, it still feels nice. You're not drained when you're around this person. Like, see, let me even explain. So there's someone I met. I won't say recently, but a few years ago, right? And when I met this person, we started talking, we started vibing, like everything was just nice. This person felt like one of my safe people, right? Like no one, not two. And then all of a sudden, it started feeling weird. Is it weird? I mean weird. Weird. Yes. Started feeling weird. I'm like, I'm around you and I'm feeling drained. I'm not feeling nourished anymore. I'm not feeling welcome. That's when I understood that Orugo and being a move out of this place. I've reached time to leave. I've reached time to leave this thing. I cannot be there, right? So yeah, when you know that you're not feeling nourished, you're not feeling fulfilled, you're not feeling calm, or there's this point of peace or something that comes with when you're with this person, then don't hold on anymore. Let go. Leave it. Leave it. Yes. Something else is you people show up even when it's busy. You show up when it's busy. You still show up, right? Like obviously, adulting is happening to us. So, we're here saying people are saying school na scam. Did they explain to you how what is adulting? Because I think most of us finished school from like when we were like early 20s or so. Like some people were done with school 19 or even 20, some people 21, right? Now let's say you're there now shouting school na scam. What of adults? Talking about adulting, what of parenthood? Yeah, that one is another phase of life, but let's talk about adulting, right? So we get busy. We get busy. There's no how you not tell me that you're not busy. Like, especially when you're someone that is striving for growth, financial freedom, you're striving for being a better version of yourself. You will get busy. So there's no how me and you, even if we're friends, we can have the same schedule. You have to make out time for this person. When you see that you're not making time for each other anymore, you just understand that leave out. Don't do. Let it. So one thing you have to understand is that real friendship is not perfect. Like I said, I keep saying this thing, I am not perfect, but I'm perfect in Christ. I'm perfect because of Jesus Christ. Yeah. So nobody's perfect. No, real friendship is not perfect. There's no perfection in the real friendship, but it's rooted in love. Excuse me. It's rooted in love. It's rooted in effort. This person is putting in the effort, right? That is what real friendship is. There's this page, this video that I saw online. If you go to my TikTok, most of these things I try to like repost them. This lady was talking about sisterhood. She's talking about like how a real friendship should be. So when you know that you have evolved from being a friend to this person to being sisterhood, like just like people say brotherhood, like when you know that this person is no more my friend anymore, it's not like my brother. Like there are certain things, even when they are angry at you or something happens, you be like, oh, I understand. Like there is healthy. You know when to communicate and tell them, I know you're going through this, da 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 da, but we're going to talk about it. Do you understand? Yes. So now I'm going to talk about my story before I talk about like the last section in this video. This particular person that I've been friends with, or we are not friends anymore, right? So I'll just like ex-friend. So like it got to a point where we were not like the timing was not the same anymore. We were not in the same location, and it felt like every time I was reaching out, every time I was reaching out, every time I was reaching out, and it got to the point where I was like, I need to stop. So I now left it as surface level friendship, like oh, I just know this person acquaintance, right? But I noticed that anytime I'm around this person, it's either I'm being judged, it's either I'm being evaluated for like my growth, or I that the person feels like oh they have gotten to this level and I'm at this level, and it felt like I was not being pressured to be around this kind of person. So I think that was the last thing that happened one time. I just felt like I shouldn't push it. One day I'm going to like do a proper sit down video and talk about this story. But yeah, so what I'm trying to tell you is that most of these things I'm talking about are things that I've like put to practice. Yeah, when to letting go is really hard, really, really hard. Like I said about that my friendship, it was one of my like someone that I never felt like right now we will not be talking to each other again. I never expected it. So letting go is very hard. It was painful. Like I feel like friendship breakup is even more painful than a romantic breakup because in your head, you already some people feel like the worst scenario is that oh this boy is going to break up with me or this girl is going to break up with me, right? Your brain starts even building like a defense mechanism for when it's going to happen. Most of the time, friend breakup, we don't even think about it. Mm-mm. We don't think about it. We don't even believe that, oh, we are going to. You cannot now say, oh, because this person has been in my life the longest, I have to be there. They have to be there. No, you have to actually let them go. If you notice that this person is not crossing your boundaries, you cannot. That person has to go. If you notice that this person is always tearing you down, the person is always judging you, you have to let them go. Yes. If you notice that they gossip, they compete with you. But see, there's no point of us competing. You are in your own lane, I'm in my own lane. Like, I don't talk about it. If you feel emotionally neglected, if you feel used, you have to let go. If your growth is now feeling like a bad thing to them, you have to let go. Because what is that? Is that one witchcraft? The relationship. The relationship is not causing more. Let me say the friendship is not causing more anxiety than joy. Go. So there's this thing that people normally do. Say New Year, new me. When I start saying I'm cutting people off. See, you don't have to wait for New Year to cut people off. You don't have to protect your energy, to protect your peace, your growth. See, there are certain people that even if you keep living them in your life, God or the universe will not bring bright people into your life because it'll be like, oh, it's like you like this kind of budget or this kind of sport thing. So is it that I should bring more of this or I should bring better? Do you get like you have to let go? You need to know that you need to outgrow people actually. Did someone say letting go is selfish? You are being Let me explain to you why letting go is not being selfish. Like I said, you have to understand that if something is draining you, you have to let it go for something better that is going to nourish you to come, right? Like recently, my mom was saying that, oh, she's so happy for me because see, my parents, my siblings have actually seen me have my fair share of bad friendship. Like I've seen people that I care about, like genuinely, like they will need something. I can leave everything that I'm doing to like make sure I'm there for them. And then all of a sudden, I start hearing gossip about me that I feel like I'm all that. Yes, I'm actually all that. Let me not stop it there. But yeah, so that's the thing. If you just have to understand that it's not selfish, it's about you choosing you. It's about you understanding you love yourself and you want your peace and you want to grow and you want a better friendship. It means that oh God, I don't like this thing that's happening in my life. I need a better version of this. So letting go makes you understand that you are not selfish and it means that you're letting go of something that is draining you. Something is draining you. So see, if something is draining you and you're still there, Something is draining you and you're still there. What is the point of this becoming series that we are doing? What is the point of me dropping this tripod and having this conversation with you? So, like I was saying, my parents, like I've seen fair share of my friendship. And recently, my mom was like, "Thank God for you." Like she can actually see genuine friendship right now in my life. And she's like, "Thank God for you," and I'm like, "Thank God, true, thank God." So when you let go of things that drain you, you're opening doors for like better. It's just like you throwing out the trash. You want your house to smell nice, right? So let's go. Please, I did not call anybody trash. I'm just explaining what healthy friendship looks like. What healthy friendship looks like. Like when you're around this person, it's easy for you to grow. It's easy for you to flourish. It's easy for you to be yourself around these people. So it's a safe space for you. It's a safe space for you and it gives you emotional support. It goes both ways. It's not just you emotionally support this person. If the person doesn't call, you to call. Or you people should talk about it, right? If you will stay like a whole week, you don't talk, at least one person should reach out and say, oh, what happened? And then two of you should talk about it. Emotional support should be both ways, not just this person doing and this person doing. There's no competition. You guys are celebrating your win genuinely. I have seen someone envy me for what I have, but the person had more than I had, right? So you have to understand that oh, we are not competing because you are friends with this person. This person is my friend. You're not competing. You are so happy for their growth. You celebrate their growth. Yeah, that's a healthy friendship. Grow together. You have to understand. The understanding is there that oh, we're growing together. Oh, we have goals. Oh, and we as we're growing together, we are going to go different paths, right? Like that's one thing I tell you that when you get to this point of becoming, it means that you're really healing. You get to a point where you understand that you have both, like you have different journey, like you have different story to tell. Like even if you and your friend have the same goals, you guys are going to have different paths. When you have the understanding, then you know that that's healthy. So you write down on your piece of paper or maybe on your notes on your phone. There's a journal app on the iPhone. You write which of my friendship feels draining. Or like do you get which of this friendship does not feel safe? Think about it. It's like you doing self-reflection. Write about those that feels healing, of those that feels nourishing, those that just gives you calm, like your safe space. Write them down. See, you have to be sure and very intentional about these things, because it will help you. If you want more prompts, I'll try to add it on the screen or in the description. Yeah, and then you can go to Pinterest and search for journal friendship prompts. It helps you to like reflect, right? If you would like to join my mailing list, please click the link in my description or in my bio on Instagram, and then you can join my babes, right? And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, share, like. These are stuff that you should do immediately you click on my videos. It helps me to get to more people. Yeah, I really want us to become self-aware together. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Ciao. I love you. Bye.